Location research. One location in a film that has inspired me is the Ashcliffe Hospital for the Criminally Insane on Shutter Island, from the film Shutter Island. This location of the movie adds to the suspense because it sets, because it is set on an island, it makes the audience feel very isolated, causing them to connote that they are alone and no one is coming. The shot of the sequence, this shows that the island is surrounded by thick fog, which is really hard to see through, so you would not be able to see the mainland. This creates fear due to the lack of the fact there is normally one way off the island, and the boat does not come very often. Also, the hospital on the island is very creepy due to how old and decrepit it looks. The hospital intentionally looks like a prison because this makes you connote that you cannot escape from the island, and if you go here you will never come back. The location of this film connects to the plot of the film because it's about being trapped and how to make us try and escape, like prisons, how you're forced to be in there and you're stuck in there and you got no way out. So this location inspires me because of the isolation factor that makes the audience feel trapped, and in some sort of way I could incorporate this convention into my film, like it being very isolated, like in the middle of the wood or just somewhere where there's not many people about, just creating a sense that no one's going to come and help you if something happens. Another location that's inspired me is the dream world in Inception. The location makes the plot of the film a lot more interesting because anything could happen in a dream. You could use multiple settings. This would increase the audience's interest in the plot. The visual effects that make the dream world are just stunning. Like, for example, the world, the whole city being bent in half to progress the storyline in a way that, it's dangerous. The city bending over itself, all the people walking up the side of the sitting. The CGI creates a whole new world where the audience gets lost in imagination. But I will not be able to recreate a CGI location, but I might be able to incorporate the ideas of, it being in a dream into my final work. So, you have someone waking up from a dream inside a dream inside a dream. Something like that, which I can incorporate into my trailer. Another location that's inspired me is the sea in Jaws. This location inspires me because of how it increases the suspense of the film. Because you are not able to see the shark when it dives down. The vast emptiness of the sea makes the audience feel alone and isolated due to there being nothing else. You feel stranded, and if you're alone with a hungry man eating shark, it does promote fear. It does create fear in the audience, as you cannot see how very far underwater because of how blue it is, where it is complete darkness and you can't see it coming up to get you. I will incorporate isolation into my final trailer, something that is different to the sea but creates the same sensation of being isolated, like for example again the middle of nowhere as a forest or industrial estate that's old and decrepit. Another location that's inspired me is from the film Photo Booth, how it is themed and shot around one centralised location. This is about how a man gets trapped in the phone booth and a serial killer with a sniper rifle threatening him to shoot him if he puts the phone down. The movie being shot around one location is a really smart idea. So, the movement of the film and no big set piece explosions or chase scenes. It is all about this guy in the phone booth. You also do not get to see the serial killer or his face. You only get to hear his voice and his sniper sight. This makes the audience wonder who the shooter is. Who can it be? Have they met him before? I can incorporate this idea into my work, as I could make it so the plot of the film revolves around a central location, like a particular street where I could film. This makes it easier for me to film, as it would only have to film around a central location. Another film location that's inspired me is Speed. The location of the film being on the bus and it being ready to explode increases the suspense of the film, as it is filled with innocent people and bystanders just like you and me and the audience, and it is a really cramped bus, causing you to feel like you're part of the people entrapped inside the bus and a bit claustrophobic. The plot revolves around there being a bomb on the bus and the bus cannot go under 50 miles. The movie to be really fast paced and creates lots of suspense, as if they slow down they will die and explode. This might not be like other locations, as this one in the movie is more of an object, being the bus. But in my opinion, the bus is the location of the film, as the whole plot revolves around it being on the bus.